Good morning students. Today we are going to talk about the first chapter of your book Vistas, that is the third level, and it is written by Jack Finney. This chapter is all about science fiction, and in the meanwhile we have seen some of the influence of psychology, because we all human beings are having protective mechanism. Whenever we feel a sort of insecurity in our present, we just try to develop the tendency to escape from the present situation, and our mind create an imaginary world where we just escape. Narrator had also felt a temporary relief when he had escaped to the third level, which does not exist even. So here we have seen the first point of view, that is the psychological opinion, that is the psychological point of view, where where we can say that whatever experiences the narrator has done, that was just an hallucination or just a sort of figment. It was not a reality, rather it was just created by the narrator. And the second opinion is related to the theory of Stephen Hawking. So earlier I have sent you one documentary video of Stephen Hawking, in which he was describing about the concept of wormholes. So you people might know about this concept. What are wormholes? See, we are having small wormholes in our environment. It can be anywhere, it can be any spot, and that is a particular spot, particular point from where you can travel to your past, from where you can travel to your future. So we can say that the particular point is the shortcut to travel to the next dimension, next domain. So this is the thing which we just thought when we read the whole text given by Jack Finney, specifically in the last part of this chapter, when we have seen that letter written by Sam, and that letter was really eye-opening for us, that we can't say that what he was experiencing in the very beginning, that was just an imagination, or third level is not a reality, rather an imagination. Rather, we can say that here the narrator had really experienced something real, that was not the imagination. As I told you that it is a science fiction, so please don't feel too much you can say too much serious about it, that is it be possible we can travel to our past. No, it can't be possible in reality, and this chapter is just a science fiction. So just try to understand it from the theory point of view, as the theories are given by different scientists. I just want to make this chapter interesting for you. That's why I'm narrating you all those hypotheses, those hypothetical realities. In we can say present situation, science had not done any research in which we can travel to the past or present or future, any spot. It is not possible. But theoretically, many of the scientists have told that there is a possibility that one can travel to past through the wormholes, but the size of the wormhole is quite small. There is no possibility that a person can travel from there. So we can't say that there is any possibility to travel to our past or future. Almost you can say there is no possibility. At least at this present time, we can't say that it can't be possible to travel to our past. So students, I hope you got the insight about the chapter. And see, if you will just relate this chapter with your +1 class book, Hornbill, in which you are having the chapter The Adventure. In that chapter, you have been introduced about the parallel universe. What are the parallel universe? In the theory of parallel universe, one universe which we are having, in which we are living, the first world, and the second world will be the parallel world, and it can be the opposite of the first world. So again, it was just a theory, not a reality. So just like that, it is also science fiction, or we can say just a mere imagination, because here the author had given us the liberty to go to the conclusion. He had not given any conclusion about it. If you will read this text, you will see that he had not given any conclusion about the text. It is up to you how you are justifying your answer. So if you have just described it as the third level just an imagination, then it is right. Only the thing is that you must have to explain it in a proper way. And if you are describing it, that third level is not the imagination point, rather there was the point from where he had traveled to the past, the tunnel which he had used to travel to the past, then yes, we can, if you are able to justify that, then your answer is relevant. Nothing will be like that we can only consider that it is just an imagination, or you can say that no, it is not imagination, rather the reality, because it is a science fiction, it is a literature, and there are many opinions of a question. So if you are giving your opinion and you are able to justify that, then I can say that you will be definitely getting marks for that. So please be assured for that. And this chapter is little bit, we can say, complex, not the same sort of chapter whatsoever you have read till now. So please be attentive. Now let's see what the chapter is being about and how the chapter begins. So the third level by Jacques Finet is about the harsh reality of war. We all know what is the reality of war. The war means destruction. Earlier we have read the poem Keeping Quiet. That poem Keeping Quiet is also telling us the harmful consequences of the war. So war is having some harsh realities, and somehow we can say that the narrator had developed the tendency to escape, as I told you in the very beginning. So this chapter we can say that that it is about the harsh realities of war. Now war has some sort of, you can say, dreadful consequences. It always create a sort of insecurity in our mind, and sometimes we feel like that it might be possible that we will not exist, or there will be some sort of you can say a desperate situation, a dilapidated environment from where every person will be lamenting for his or her survival. So this sort of insecurity creates in the mind of a layman. So this is the point which we have seen in the very beginning. It is about modern day people and how the modern people are having this sort of fear, because every country had developed their own nuclear weapons. Now every modern person is having this fear that might be possible that tomorrow there will not be a day for them, or they will not be having this beautiful world tomorrow. And at some extent we all human beings are having this fear of death, and this is the thing which always keeps us to move and do the efforts. So here we have also seen that the protagonist Charlie is little bit insecure because of the warlike situation. Two of the world war had already taken place, and because this story is after the world war effect, that's why we can say that the narrator, that the protagonist is having the fear, and he really feel that is it be possible for him to survive, and we can say that that's why he hallucinates, he creates the third level to escape from his reality. Okay, so basically this story revolves around a 31 years old man named Charlie. As I told you that he is having a sort of insecurity, who experienced something weird. Weird means something strange. One day after work, coming from the subway means a sort of you can say a railway station, from where you can board the train, so that is called a subway. He reached the third level of Grand Central Station. From there he had reached at the third level of Grand Central Station, which does not actually exist. He narrated the entire experiences with his psychiatrist friend Sam. So because he had narrated it with his psychiatrist friend Sam, it means that he is having some psychological problem, or he is under medication, and that's why he narrated it. So here we just got that he might be a little bit disturbed, and that's why whatever he had seen, that can be an imagination. Charlie thought he reached somewhere in the 18th century. Now this is what Charlie thought. We can't say either he really went there or not, but it is just his imagination, or we can say that is his hallucination. So he just reached there somewhere at the 18th or 19th century, a time before the world wars, and when the situation was quite calm, everyone is living a life of satisfaction and a sort of comfort is there, and everyone is living the life with its fullness. So this is the very starting point which I have seen in the chapter, and here we just have seen that now the narrator is having a sort of tendency to escape, and that escapism we have seen because he just want to live the life as his forefathers are living, so that's why he just created it. So students, this is the first part of this chapter, and second part I'll describe you in the next audio. So kindly read the text and please go through the audio and try to jot down the main points what I told you in the very beginning. And thank you very much. Soon I will be making the second audio also. So till now just try to read the text and try to correlate the things. Do your research. See, when you will be doing your small research, then it will be quite easy for you to comprehend the things in a proper way. And I hope you will be enjoying this chapter. This is one of the beautiful chapter, and lot of suspenses, lot of thrill is there, and specifically the last part of this chapter I liked a lot. So let's wait for the second audio, and I hope you understood it. Thank you very much.